Hey everyone, this is Komal here from EnglishWise, and today we'll be talking about speaking module of your PTE exam. So this is the very first section of your PTE exam. This has around 5 questions. Different types of questions are there. The very first one is read aloud. Then we have repeat sentences, describe image, retell lecture and answer short questions. So today I will be explaining about all these 5 types of different questions, and will be teaching you different strategies also, which will definitely help you to get your desired score in your PTE exam. So make sure that you understand the strategies very well. Focus on the different tricks and tips that I'm gonna give you, which will help you to boost your desired score. So let's start with the very first task of our speaking module. That is read aloud. Now, this is the very first task of your speaking module. What do you need to know about this one? Number of questions you can actually get in your speaking module in your read aloud is 6 to 7. So your strategy is to drag your finger on the given passage to read it fluently. Preparation time, you will have 35 seconds. So when I say preparation time is 35 seconds, that time do not waste, guys, just to look at the text. You need to actually practice the given task, okay? Try to practice at least 1.5 times. If not possible, at least once you prepare, and then second time what you can do is you can focus on the difficult words, difficult phrases, or if you have fear that okay you're gonna fumble at this one, okay, so practice those words. So later on when actually the recording time starts, you are more confident, and the recording time will be 40 seconds. Most of the time students are confused that if you have to utilize that whole recording time. Certainly not, okay? Even if you finish your passage in 15 seconds or let's say 20 seconds, you can always press next and move to the next task. So there will be a passage given on your screen and you have to just prepare it first, and once the recording time starts you have to deliver it back. That's all about the read alouds. So marking criteria. Now marking criteria is based upon 3 parameters which are very important. The very first parameter is pronunciation, how you speak the different words. Fluency, that you should not be taking any random pauses over there, no hesitation should be there. Content, 5 points. If you add something, you replace something, or you delete something from the content, definitely your content points are going to get influenced. So make sure that you speak clearly, loud enough, in a fluent way, and do not edit or alter anything in the content. So that's all to get your perfect read aloud score. Now, what are the important points? Let's focus on that. First is to prepare your time well. Make sure that you have got your preparation time 35 seconds. Utilize that time properly so that you are more confident. Plan and take proper pauses. You can take pause at full stop, at any punctuation, semicolon or comma, hyphen. You can take advantage of those punctuations and take proper pause. Breathe in so that you are more relaxed and calm. Do not speak fast. Some of the students I have seen that they think that they will get higher points for their fluency if they speak really very fast, but it's not required, guys. Speaking clearly and in a flow is more important. So do not try to speak fast. Whatever the speed you normally talk, be with that speed only. Because let's say you try to speak fast, okay, and normally you speak at the medium speed, so definitely you are tend to make more mistakes. Then do not speak very loudly. I've seen that some of the students reported me that in the exams people speak very loud. So do not speak very loud, guys. Speak at the medium pace, because microphone is definitely over here, so it will be recording everything. So if you speak very loud, you will be tired and you will make more mistakes, more hesitations as well. Avoid distractions. Do not look here and there. Do not look at how other students are performing. Just focus on your own content and own exam. Check headphones very properly. Make sure, because speaking depends upon definitely what is being recorded, and if headphones are not working properly, you know that what's gonna happen, right? So avoid random pauses and hesitation. That thing I have already explained you. In order to get fluency full points, make sure that no pauses and no hesitations are there. Coming towards now practice question. I hope that read alouds are now clear. So this is how your passage is going to look in the exam. So you will have the passage like around 3-4 sentences like this, and maybe around 2 sentences as well. That will be not very lengthy passage, and you have to prepare this passage first of all in 35 seconds. You can just read it once or twice as you manage your time, and then afterwards make sure that you put your finger on the screen and drag it in the straight line. That's very important, because when we read it naturally, so how would we do? Tidal energy, also known as tidal power, is a renewable source of energy. So we will focus on each and every word, and if we speak and we stress on every single word, we are going to lose the points. So the best strategy is to put your finger and drag it so that you are reading it in a fluent way. So let's give it a go to this read aloud first of all. So just quickly look at this and you can prepare it. So you can plan your pauses, like you can take your first pause at tidal power, then at energy of the tides, then at availability, and then at resources. Okay, so now let's start. So I'm gonna start this one. Tidal energy, also known as tidal power, is a renewable source of energy and a form of hydropower used to generate electricity from the energy of the tides. Though not currently widely utilized due to high cost and limited availability, it can be called the energy resource of the future given the concentrate of depletion of energy resources. Now, I deliberately speak one thing wrong, that is concentrate instead of current rate. Now, that I want to reveal here, one very important point is, if you spoke something wrong, you are not supposed to correct this one. Okay, do not make corrections, guys. Let's say if I do like this, future given the current rate, you will lose points. Okay, so do not make any correction. Even if you speak something wrong, let it go, keep going. So flat tone is very important. Make sure that you speak in a flat tone. Flat tone doesn't mean like, okay, totally flat tidal energy, also known as, not like a robot. Okay, I don't certainly want that. Okay, but try not to make too many variations in the tone, like tidal energy, also known as tidal power, is a renewable source of energy. Don't try to give too many intonations and variations in the tone. So that's how we do the read aloud. Coming towards the next practice question 2. You can just read it once, okay, and then we are going to start together. You can even speak along with me so that you have a better clarity. Okay, so let's quickly prepare. Many families are fleeing their native countries due to the sectarian repression and political uprisings. Consequently, thousands of people have been stranded in the foreign lands for months. Other families have gone missing in the sea, marooned in the small boats, as the neighboring foreign countries refuse to take them in. So once prepared, so we are going to start. So first pause I can plan to take after uprisings. Second, I can take after months. Third, I can take somewhere around boats, and then at in. It's not compulsory that you have to stop at every comma, okay, but if you feel that okay, you are out of breath and you are more comfortable in taking that pause, make sure that you take. It's not like that in entire read aloud you have to stop only at one place or like that. Okay, so let's now start. Make sure that you take a deep breath before you start. Many families are fleeing their native countries due to sectarian repression and political uprisings. Consequently, thousands of people have been stranded in foreign lands for months. Other families have gone missing in the sea, marooned in small boats, as the neighboring foreign countries refuse to take them in. So done. Be very calm, be very composed. Okay, just do it like that way. So that was all about your read alouds. So I hope that now the strategies for read aloud are clear. We have done number of questions 6 to 7, preparation time, recording time is 40 seconds. This is the marking criteria. So each read aloud will have 15 points, and these were the important points. And this is practice question 1 and 2 we have done with you. So now it's time to start with the strategies of repeat sentences. That is second type of question that you're going to get in your speaking module. So let's focus on the repeat sentences now. So let's first of all have a quick preview about repeat sentences. So repeat sentences is the second task in your speaking module. The number of questions that you can get is 10 to 12 questions. Strategies: you need to listen to the recording of a sentence and then repeat it in the microphone within 3 seconds. Now this 3-second rule is very important, guys. Okay, now let's say you hear one sentence but you're busy in taking the notes or you're trying to remember and 3 seconds are gone, so microphone will automatically stop recording. So after 3 seconds, whatever you speak will not be recorded into your microphone. So it's very important that you speak within 3 seconds. Transferable score, it contributes, guys, 30 points towards your listening section, so it's very important. Read alouds contribute around 30 to 35 points in your reading section, and this contributes to 30 points to your listening. So both questions, they have transferable scores. Preparation time, you won't get any preparation time, so once the recording is stopped, you have to repeat back the sentence. Speak within 3 seconds when the microphone status changes to recording. Now sometimes, let's say the speaker is speaking, let's say today not many students are coming to the lab, and afterwards it's still, there are few seconds the audio is still going on, okay, and until and unless you see there is recording button start, do not speak anything. Anything you start even speaking before recording time will not be recorded. So it's very important that you should be very alert at the time of your repeat sentences, because you don't have anything for preparation, and definitely you will be more stressed in repeat sentences, I believe, than any other question in your speaking module, and they contribute a lot of points as well. So make sure that you do this task very properly. So marking criteria for this one, we have 5 points for your fluency. So make sure that you speak the given sentence in a one go. Do not speak in the chunks. Let's say the sentence is, the lecture on neuroscience has been cancelled today. So if you speak like that, the lecture on neuroscience has been, giving certain pauses in that, so definitely you will be losing your points from your fluency. So make sure that you speak the given sentence in the one go. Coming towards your pronunciation score, speak clearly, loudly, do not whisper. I've seen that some students head is down because they're writing the initial and they do like that. The lecture on neuroscience has been cancelled today. They don't realize this thing that, okay, you are sitting in the exam, your head should be like straight, and speak loudly and firmly. Okay, so it's very important. Pronunciation for scores, okay, you need not to copy or imitate speaker, okay, just make sure that you speak naturally and deliver your sentence in your native language. You need not to copy the accent of speaker. Now content is 3 points. Now if you have clearly seen this marking criteria, so you have fluency 5 points, pronunciation 5 points, and content is 3 points. So what we are getting from this is like fluency and pronunciation is more important than content even. So let's say even if you have not repeated the entire sentence, but you have delivered the sentence in a fluent way and clearly, you will be able to get at least 10 points out of that, and content maybe 1 or 2 out of 3. Now let's understand content. Now if you speak even, guys, 75% of the content, you will be able to score 3 points. So it means that in order to get 3 points, that's full points, you need not to repeat the entire sentence. So 75% of the content is more than sufficient. If you speak only 50% of the content, you will be getting only 2 points. If you speak 25 to 50%, 1 point. Less than 25%, you will get 0. So always try to deliver as much as you can. If you miss certain words in that is even fine. Okay, so let's say the sentence, as I took an example, the lecture on neuroscience has been cancelled today. So let's say you miss the word neuroscience, you can just simply say the lecture has been cancelled today, but try not to fumble at that time. Okay, so even let's say you have only the lecture today, let's say you miss the half part, maybe you can make something from your side, like black is my favorite color, today I'm going to go to tour or something like that. Anything you can just add. That is not for content, of course, that is for just making up more points for the fluency. Okay, now important points. Make sure that you deliver the sentence in one single sentence. Do not make any corrections. I've seen some students repeat sentences 2-3 times. There is no point, okay? So whatever comes just in the first go, that should be your final attempt. Afterwards, do not make any corrections. Backup sentence, as I told you, you can say black is my favorite color if you haven't catch anything from the content. Pauses, do not give any pauses over there. Don't add deletion or replacement of words. Okay, now addition, deletion and replacement of words is not allowed in your read aloud, but you can certainly do in your repeat sentences. Even if you add, let's say, the words or articles like and the, will not make any difference. Deletion, if you skip something or you replace something, as long as it matches 75%, 50%, the rule is going to remain same for the scores. Clarity is very important. Open your mouth more. Try to deliver it clearly, all the words. Accent, as I already told you, do not try to copy or imitate speaker. Speed should be, guys, medium. Do not try to speak very fast, okay? Because if you speak very fast, you are definitely going to miss on your content scores. 3-second rule should be always remembered throughout your speaking. That is not only for your repeat sentences, but for your read aloud, describe, retell, everything, okay? Focus on S sound, like singular or plural, like if it is student or students. Try to speak accurately. And effective practice. Try to practice, I would say, 40-50 repeat sentences daily when you actually start, because this task demands a little more effort and practice than any other question in your speaking module. So, strategies. So, first strategy is you can either memorize the sentence. Now, memorize the sentence means, let's look at this example. If I have this example, those students have to retake the module if their marks are too low. Now, let's say you're very good with your memory and you just close your eyes and you deliver it back. That's fine. You can memorize the sentence, you can just deliver it back. But you won't have that much time to recall or practice that, okay, sentence. Second is initials, which I actually personally believe is the best method for doing your repeat sentences. You can write down the initials for the whole sentence or for the half sentence. Depends upon your practice, guys, okay? So let's see, if I have like initials means the first word, okay? Sorry about the spellings of sentence here. So initial mean the first letter, let's say T, S, H, T, R, T, M, okay? So you can just write down like that. If you think that, okay, that's too hard for you, okay, to take the initials for the entire sentence, you can take the initials for first half or the last half, and you can keep the half sentence into your memory and you can just repeat it back. So that depends entirely on you. Some sentences are very short, okay, they will be around, let's say, 7-8 words only, but I have seen some repeat sentences that are 12 words, 15 words, and rare ones would be above 15 words. So that's the second strategy. Third is to divide the sentence into parts and understand the sentence. Dividing the sentence into parts, let's say, if I have this sentence, those students have to retake the module if their marks are too low. Try to understand the sentence in 2 parts. First part is those students have to retake the module. And what is the condition? If their marks are too low. If you understand this sentence as a whole, even if you miss certain words out of that, let's say those students have to retake if their marks are too low. Okay, even if you miss, let's say, the word to that from low, okay, that's still fine. So you can always divide the sentence into parts to understand the sentence. Now it depends entirely upon you guys which strategy you want to follow, okay? So make sure that you always deliver the sentence in one go without any pauses, and speed should be medium, guys. Try not to speak very fast. What should be the best speed? Those students have to retake the module if their marks are too low. So speak at the medium speed, okay? I hope that repeat sentences are clear now. This was all about the repeat sentences we have. So marking criteria, 13 marks for one repeat sentence you'll be having. Just let's quickly look. So number of questions you can have 10 to 12. Strategy, you to repeat back. Preparation time is not there. Contribute 30 points, okay? 13 marks were for your each repeat sentence. These were the important points and these are the strategies. Now, Let's focus on the third important task, that is describe image now. Let's have an overview of the describe image, what this task is about. So this is the third important task in your speaking module. Number of questions you can have is 3 to 4. Preparation time, we have 25 seconds to prepare the given image. Strategy, use the template properly to cover the keywords from the picture. Take 3 keywords at a one time, or you can take 2 keywords. Okay, right now in this one I'll be explaining you the strategy with 2 keywords. So recording time, you have to speak within 3 seconds when the microphone status changes to recording. Recording time is 40 seconds, so I would recommend you to speak for 25 to 30 seconds, maximum 30 seconds. Try not to speak more than that because you will be definitely getting tired and out of breath as well. You can take pause after every 2 sentences or 3 sentences, depends upon your breath holding capacity. Okay, so make sure that you're very calm and very relaxed in describe image. This I find personally a very easy task in your speaking module. Let's talk about marking criteria. Marking criteria is same as for the read alouds. 5 points for fluency, content, and 5 for pronunciation. I hope now these 3 parameters should be clear to you. Type of images, you can get bar graph, line graph, table, maps, pie chart or flow chart. You can also get Venn diagrams or pictures. Pictures means without any content. So let's see what is the describe image template over here. So the very first thing is, now there are certain lines which you have to actually memorize. So let's have a look at this one. There is a picture in front of you, or sorry, me. I have got 40 seconds to talk about this picture. I can see different numbers in this picture. I can see different words in this picture. I can see different colors in this picture. So you can see over here, we have the certain lines for the template. So if you ask me that if we have to use the same one, yes, you have to use these same sentences for every picture. Now no matter even if there are no numbers, no matter even if there are no colors, but still you will speak, that's fine. So what are the template lines? There is a picture in front of me. I have got 40 seconds to talk about this picture. I can see different numbers in this picture. I can see different words in this picture. I can see different colors in this picture. Afterwards, you will say I can see keyword 1 and keyword 2. Now these keywords you will take from the picture. Okay, so whatever is the content, so you will take from there. Okay, picture. And the last line is again your template line. So these are template lines, these are the template lines, and this one you have to take from the picture. So let's give you an example, okay, so that you have a better clarity. What does that mean? So important tips, first of all, before we practice all the keywords in preparation time. As I already explained you will be having 25 seconds as your preparation time. So make sure that you practice all the keywords. Focus on fluency rather than on content. So make sure that, guys, even if you do not cover entire thing from the described image, will not have a difference on your scores. You speak for 30 seconds, that is more than enough. Okay, even if you miss some of the things which are difficult or which you think you cannot cover in the time, that's okay. All right, fluency is more important. Do not give any random pauses, no hesitations, no corrections. Do not stress the words, very important. Don't speak like that. I can see 10 and 20, I can see 30 and 40. Make sure that you are speaking in a very natural way, in a very flat tone, without any hesitations. I can see 10 and 20, I can see 30 and 40, I can see 50 and 60. Keep your tone flat, no random pauses, and cover easy keywords. Very, very important, this point. Okay, make sure that you cover the easy keywords here. Okay, it means that if something is very difficult, let's say they give you certain numbers which you don't know how to speak those numbers, something in millions or trillions, okay, leave those numbers straight away. Just pick up the easy content from there, cover it up in 30 seconds, that's fine. Okay, so you can have a look that this is the bar chart. Okay, so there is a lot of content here, right? Okay, but you will be not covering everything from here. Will be just speaking around 30 seconds, and that should be more than sufficient actually. Okay, So I'm gonna give you a quick example. So what was the template? This was the template that we're gonna use. Okay, I can see there is a picture in front of me. I have got 40 seconds to talk about this picture. I can see different numbers in this picture. I can see different words in this picture. I can see different colors in this picture. Okay, so I'm gonna start this one. So have a look. Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's start. There is a picture in front of me. I have got 40 seconds to talk about this picture. I can see different numbers in this picture. I can see different words in this picture. I can see different colors in this picture. I can see aim for healthy weight, BMI chart for adults. I can see height in centimeters without shoes. I can see 150 and 140. I can see 130 and 120. I can see 110 and 100. I can see obese and overweight. I can see overweight and healthy weight. I can see range and underweight. I can see BMI 30 and 25. I can see 18.5 and 11. I can see 14 and 15. Overall, the picture gives us a lot of useful information. Done. So you can take pause after 2 sentences or 3 sentences. Need not to cover everything. I know that I have spoken for around 30 seconds. Okay, that will make around 14-15 sentences, not more than that. That's all we have to do for the picture. I think it's very easy task, right? Now you can have a look at the flow chart. Okay, the flow chart will look like that. The technique is going to remain same. The template lines you will speak same, and afterwards you will speak like that. I can see collection and purification. I can see end products and forming. I can see color melting and purification. Now if you find that this word optoelectronic, okay, optoelectronic is something different, okay, try to leave it. Just you can speak the word only system here. Okay, that's fine. So try not to speak anything which is actually difficult. If you have very less content, even guys, you can repeat the content. That should be completely fine. Pie charts you can get like that. Okay, now image without content. What we have to actually do in these kind of pictures. In these kind of pictures, guys, you have to take around 12 keywords. Okay, so let's say what you can see in this picture. So I can see actually tree, I can see rope, I can see branches, I can see grass, I can see, let's say, wood. Okay, so you will just write down these words. Let's say if we have to write, so I can write the word trees, I can write the word wood, I can write green, jungle, I can see sunlight, I can write grass, soil, path, rope, and maybe it's like a tree top. Then I can write rope, I can write even a bridge, maybe just give imaginary one, and I can see cactus. Alright, so you will write words on your notebook, and then afterwards how will you do is template lines is gonna remain same, and then I can see trees and wood, I can see green and jungle, I can see sunlight and grass, I can see soil and path, I can see rope and tree top, I can see rope and bridge, I can see bridge and cactus. Overall the picture is very informative. Okay, so make sure that you speak those 4-5 lines in the beginning, same in every picture. Afterwards, image without content, just write down. Okay, do not make at that point. You have 25 seconds for your image. Okay, so make sure that you utilize that time and you can write down the content on the paper. Now coming towards the next part, like image like this. So I can write the content in this image. What I can write hands, fingers, keyboard, number, keys, black. I can write red, green, right position, wrong position, space bar, alphabets. So these all are my keywords in this, and afterwards you will speak. I can see keyboard and hand, I can see fingers and position, I can see right and wrong, I can see position of hands, I can see 2 right and 3 wrong, anything like that. Okay, so just try to make up the content in these kind of pictures. So I hope now that everyone is clear about the picture. Just use the template. Make sure that you're not giving any pauses, no hesitations. Try to cover up easy things. Manage within 30 seconds. Everything is gonna be fine. So now let's move to the another type of question in your speaking module, that is Retell lecture. So let's have an overview of the Retell lecture now. First of all, So Retell lecture is the fourth task in your speaking module. So number of questions, you can have 1 or 2 questions. Strategy: you need to listen to a recording for 1 to 2 minutes and you have to take around 25 to 30 keywords from the recording. Now it has a transferable score towards your listening module, guys. 5 to 10 points are going. So preparation time, you will have 9 seconds after the lecture, so you can utilize that time to read your notes. Speak within 3 seconds, 3-second rule always. Ideal time to speak is 30 to 35 seconds. So you'll be having 40 seconds to complete your Retell. Again, no need to just speak for that long, so 30 seconds are more than enough. Some audios are really very short, okay, so make sure that in those kind of audios, what you can do is you can just repeat the lecture, okay. So there will be a short audio and you have to take the notes. Now how to take the notes? You will take a paper, okay. Definitely sheets will be provided to you in the exam. Just make sure that you draw the columns over there and afterwards you will just speak like that. Now let's have a look. Marking criteria. So marking criteria is also same: fluency, content, pronunciation, 5 points. So total 15 points for one Retell lecture. Now this is the template for Retell lecture, which is actually very easy. So you will just start like the lecture is about topic name. Let's say if you don't know about the topic of the Retell lecture, you can take any keyword from the notes, okay. Then afterwards I can see keyword 1 and keyword 2, I can see keyword 3 and keyword 4, whatever the notes you have taken, okay. Overall the lecture is very informative. Now how to take the notes? Now you will be taking notes in this way, guys, okay. Make sure that you make proper 2 columns and write 1 word here and 1 here, okay. Only one word you are going to take. Try not to take anything which is very difficult for you to pronounce later on. Sometimes I have first seen that students tend to take more difficult words, thinking that okay, they will get more points for the content, and later on actually they make more hesitations. So there is no point of taking the difficult words which you are having actually the difficulty in pronouncing later on, okay. So just simply take the keywords. Do not take the grammar words like and, of, on, prepositions or like that, okay. So not required. So take keywords only, and they need not to make any sense, so they can be any random words, okay. Now let's see how to do this one. So following this template, okay, so we'll be taking notes like that, and afterwards you will be doing like that. The lecture is about organization. I can see organization and billions. I can see areas and activities. I can see effort and frequent. So you are just speaking these keywords basically from here, okay. So I can see keyword 1, keyword 2, keyword 3, keyword 4. I can see areas and activities. I can see effort and frequent. I can see information and integration. Take pause after 3. I can see person and company. I can see understandable and issues. I can see key and effectively. I can see getting and to. I can see sales and marketing. I can see financial and management. So that's all about the Retell, and at the end you will say overall the lecture is very informative, same like your described image. So this was all about your Retell lecture. Make sure that you understand the lecture very well, okay, and you take the notes properly, and try to take notes in the manner that later on you don't have difficulty in reading your own notes. That's very important. Sometimes students just take the notes in a rush and then later on they have the difficulty in reading their own notes. So please make sure that you take the notes in a very clear way. Now important points: use the preparation time. You have 9 seconds. Plan, take proper pauses. Don't stress on the words. Do not speak them individually. Speak them like you are speaking a sentence. Do not speak very fast. Speak at the medium speed, because if you speak very fast, definitely clarity will go down. Then do not speak very loudly. Avoid the distractions. Do not look here and there. Check headphones properly and avoid random pauses and hesitations. Even if you, let's say, you find that any word is there and you're not sure about, certain, leave that word. That's fine, okay. You know that you're leaving that word. Computer doesn't know, okay. So do not try to reveal your mistakes to computer. That's very important. Even if you have spoken something incorrect, that's still okay. Keep on going, okay. Fluency is very important, guys, for your speaking scores to get more, okay. Last is answer short questions. Answer short questions, guys, are very simple. You will have around 5 to 6 questions. You will just listen to one question and you have to answer that one There will be no preparation time, but you have to speak the answer in 3 seconds. Now you can get 4 types of question. You can get common sense based question, you can get knowledge based, optional based, picture based. When they give you optional based, they have given you 2 or 3 options. Even if you're not sure about any one option, you can actually speak 3. Let's say if they ask you which month comes after February, so March, April, May, anything. If you're not sure, just speak 3 of the words, okay? March, April and May, okay? So answer short questions are very simple, so there will be not very hard question, but still I would say practice at least 20 questions in a day. Let's have an example. So sample question, let's say what is the opposite meaning of objective? The answer is subjective. What term do we use to describe something we cannot see through? So it's opaque. So this is how actually you're going to get the sample questions, okay, question for answer short. I hope that this is clear to everyone. So I'll just quickly give you a reminder of what we have actually done in the speaking module so that you understand everything, okay? So first thing we have done is about the read alouds, okay? That was the first task we have. Then we have done like strategies, 6 to 7, 15 marks for the marking criteria. We have discussed important points, then practice question. Second is repeat sentences. You can have 10 to 12. Each repeat sentence is of 13 marks, okay? And you have to just repeat the sentence in a single go. Describe image, you can get 3 to 4. You will have 25 seconds to prepare and 40 seconds to complete, and you just need to follow the template. And then afterwards we have done Retell lecture. Retell lecture, you have to listen to the audio and you will be taking the notes in this format basically, and then afterwards using the template just speak the words in a fluent way like a sentence. And then we have answer short questions. You can get 5 to 6 answer short questions. I hope that now speaking strategies are clear to each one of you, that how to do each and every task in your speaking section, whether it is a read aloud, describe, retell, repeat or answer short question. Give your 100% effort. Read aloud contribute marks towards your reading section, repeat sentences contribute towards your listening, retell also contribute towards your listening, and make sure that you focus on these 3 tasks very seriously. Describe image, do not contribute to any other section. The marks only stays in your speaking module. And answer short questions also contribute marks towards your listening module, 2 to 5 points, okay? So plan your day accordingly. I would say, if you ask me about how many tasks we have to do in the day, I would say read alouds, you need to practice 25 to 30, then repeat sentences, practice at least 40 to 50, describe and retell, you can practice 4 to 5, and answer short questions around 15 to 20. So plan things accordingly, give your 100% effort, and confidence is the key to success in speaking, believe me. Do not reveal your mistakes, guys, to computer. Even if you have made something, any mistakes or like that, let it go. Fluency is very, very important in your speaking module. I hope by following all these tricks and templates, you are going to get very good points in your speaking module. Thank you so much, and watch the next strategy video to have the full clarity of your next module. Thank you so much, guys.